Fixing your decks part 40. Now, this is gonna need a lot of fixing, mainly because you're stuck in between two decks. You have a little bit of like Hog Cycle, Hyperbait, and then like Graveyard. What I would do, Skeleton Barrel's not enough as a win condition, so I'd remove that. I'd also remove Log, and what I would do instead is probably add Evo Cannon in there, and then I would add Graveyard as your win con, and instead of Hero, actually, no, I'd keep Hero Knight, so where's Graveyard? I'd add Graveyard here, and then I like the Knight as a tank, to be honest. You could obviously use that over Evo Cannon if you have it, but I think Evo Cannon is better in this situation. And then I would remove Fireball, put Vines instead. And then as the last card, I think you do need some sort of like big spell. I'd probably put Poison in there. And then I feel like this is a good, solid deck. If you don't have a Hero Knight, you have Hero Ice Golem, that's probably a better option. But overall, I think this is a good deck. Let's see how it does. Let's get into a game. Now, as always, I only choose followers. If you're not following, I'm not going to pick you. And he does have E-Barbs, which is kind of insane to me. We can just rip ability here, and it should fully take it out. Guys, Hero Wizard got a buff, and I think it's honestly one of the best heroes in the game, to be honest. It's obviously kind of not the best, but it's mediocre. Okay, perfect. We can just put this here and then Vines this maybe, and then this should be fully handled. Beautiful. And we activated King, not that bad. Once double elixir hits, I feel like this will be way easier for us. He does have level 14 towers though, so we do need to lock in. Honestly, I might just rip a Graveyard here. I really don't see why we wouldn't do this. Because his Valkyrie's out, we can just poison all of this. Graveyard is freaking broken, so this is going to do a decent amount of damage. That is perfect. Alright, just like that, we did get a good amount of damage done. I like that a lot. And then we can just Wizard here, and this should be fully taken care of. Okay, we can go here. Perfect. And yeah, Wizard and Cannon literally just fully took all that out. I like that a lot. And then I'm just going to Graveyard again. At this point, since it's double elixir, we can just start ripping Graveyards. And I'm going to Vines this too. Perfect. We're just going to get a little bit of extra damage there. Perfect. Love that. A lot of extra damage, actually. And we took out the mini P.E.K.K.A. too. Bad Hog Rider on his part. We can just Graveyard again. I know our Knighton was dead, but like we have Vines and Poison, so it's like pretty much unstoppable for this guy. He doesn't have Valkyrie, so I'm just going to Vines this so we can get an overwhelming amount of skeletons here. And really good fucking damage. And it gets one hit. Not the worst thing in the world. Hopefully the Firecracker gets taken out. We can just go this again. Perfect. And I'm just going to Vines all this before he can do anything. And that's Tower down, guys. This is a solid deck. I think Graveyard and Witch pair very well. If you want me to fix your deck next, leave a comment down below on your deck.